What the fuck?
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card.
What a
Damn, it's a fly. What's up with y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. So apparently YouTrage, his friend, I don't even know his friend's name, but apparently this nigga stole 100,000. I was trying to find a video for the reaction. I think it's on Twitter, but I don't feel like logging no Twitter on here. But if y'all fucking would let me know though. Anyways, let's get to it.
What's going on, guys? It's Loki here, or you can just call me Lewis. And today,
Also shout out to Lewis though. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. Come fuck with his page though for sure.
fucking drama that's happening with YouTrage and this boy Greg. So we're gonna start.
His friend's name is Greg. Okay.
Bottom to the top, right? I'm gonna show you the clips of YouTrage spending racks on Greg and all the little subtleties.
Nigga spending racks on you stealing?
Boy, you know, having a good time. The little hints that Greg might not be on the up and up. All right, and then it's gonna lead to Greg actually stealing from YouTrage $50,000 to $100,000.
Why would you ever steal from a nigga who's buying you shit though? This is mounts levels of fucked up.
Probably even more than that, to be honest. Just what YouTrage spends on Greg is insane. We're gonna lead it up to YouTrage actually exposing Greg for stealing his shit. So we're gonna start off on a video that came out 1 year ago in 2025, and we're gonna show you guys how even if you spoil your bros, even if all cool and it's all love, it can turn out that a nigga will steal from you, bro.
Yeah,
niggas can act apart, but they're not loyal, bro. I'm gonna show you some clips real quick of YouTrage a year ago spending over 15 racks on this nigga Greg, his best friend of 25 years, and he still betrays him and steals his credit card and spends 50 to 100,000 racks.
Also, he stole his credit card, so this is really credit card fraud. Damn. So can't Ray just get that shit back?
Hey man,
it wasn't him buying it. You just get that shit back,
friend, bro. You know, I'm very grateful. I'm a good guy, and I will not steal from you, bro. I promise you that. This nigga Greg would do that shit. I would not do that shit, bro. I'm not like that.
This nigga Greg is still a core.
Really, I could never do this to somebody that I love.
This nigga stole the card and stole, like, really took shit.
But here we go. We're gonna go right into it. So the video starts with YouTrage taking his boy Greg, designer store that actually has a lot of expensive, old, vintage designer and shit. And new shit, but you know, a lot of old shit that costs more money. He takes him here. He's actually showing him love and he's letting him pick out whatever he wants because he just wants to splurge on the homies. You know, he's not splurging on no thought, bruh. He's splurging on the homies, which is a very respectable thing to do. He's a real nigga for that. But Greg takes that shit for granted, as you guys are gonna see later in the video. We're gonna go and check out this video real quick, and then you guys can check out the clips what Greg would react to YouTrage doing this for him. It's crazy because you can see the chemistry between Greg and YouTrage, man. This is just a funny ass moment I thought was cool.
Power Rangers? What? If you're hiding from a file, this is what you do. If you're a kid, you gotta run away. You gotta trick them. Look, you get to act like you're hiding in the bush by sticking your shoes out the bush. But you take your shoes off, you're not actually there. Look, is that a distraction? But I'm here for real. Like, I'm here for real. I'm not there. Or I could be over here.
That's low-key calm.
That's calm.
I forgot about that shit, yo.
Like, you hide your shoes, like, sticking out somewhere.
Like, look at this dumbass nigga.
Who's in the background talking? His brother?
Oh,
has to.
now you're dead.
So you can see that YouTrage is having a good time spoiling his homie because he just loves his.
Oh, that's the nigga who stole from him.
People ain't like that, bro. And Greg turns out not to be one of those type of people. Even with a 25-year-old day one homie, Greg ain't thinking that way, you know. He's thinking more of the dollar signs. He's thinking about, okay, you gave me this, but what have you done for me lately type shit, you know. He's trying to get more out of YouTrage. So you can
that's a crazy thing. Anytime, first of all, if anytime you around somebody and they want more than what the fuck you be giving, bruh, fuck them. What's this caliber? But nah, Any nigga who's around you and just like wants more from you, bruh. Any like when you give somebody shit, like don't ever like I don't even know how niggas don't even see this as a red flag. If you give niggas shit and they don't see that as enough, first of all, you don't have to give niggas shit. And the fact that Rage spent this much money on this nigga and this bitch ass nigga stole 100,000, that means he said he took the core and spent it. That's crazy. You talk about some, oh, let me see what you been doing for me. Like, niggas been giving you shit. That's enough, my nigga. You was on here. Think about it. There's millions of people watching this. Come on now. You got damn near fame, a little bit of clout. You got some type of money. Obviously none, since you stole 100,000 from the nigga. And he spent more than 10,000 on you. What the fuck? If a nigga spent $10,000 on me, nigga, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Greg is pretending that he cares about the price. He's looking at your boy Rage and side-eyeing him and looking at the price of the jeans, and then he just throws it on the pile. He doesn't actually give a fuck. He doesn't know that at this point, though. He thinks that he's just playing a little pie. He's playing a little character. Greg does not give a fuck, but your Rage takes it as it's a joke. Bro got a stack of shoes in his arms, like he knows he ain't paying for this shit, so he's just getting the top dollar shit that he wants to flex on.
What did he grab? He grabbed this. This nigga grabbed some 4s. He grabbed some red 4s. He grabbed he grabbed 2 pairs of 11s, and then another pair of, what's that, a pair of 4s?
Then he wants to show the price off to some.
Are those 5s? The one near his arms is 5s? Yeah, them 5s.
As you can see, he says pinch me a bunch of times. He actually says that like several times throughout the video, like 4 or 5 times. And your Rage pinches them, you know, they're all playing around like it's all cool and shit, because your Rage doesn't really see anything in it of helping his homies out and getting them dripped out and shit. But
I mean, shit, if niggas spent $10,000 on me, I think your shit was fake too.
And he's gonna take advantage of him in the future, bruh. He's trying to act super humble when in the back of his mind he's probably thinking like, damn, I'm getting a lick off your Rage, you know, I'm about to get some more shit. And even in the future, if he keeps his card with me, bro, I'm keeping that shit and I'm spending some shit on that. You know, this dude does not give a fuck about loyalty, bro. He gives a fuck about the image that he can put out to other people. Right here, even the guy who runs the shop, or at least one of the workers or whatever, are saying like, yo, you're a real nigga for doing this for your homie. This is a real thing to be doing. That's awesome. People don't be doing that often.
I ain't gonna lie. Some stand-up shit right here. What you doing for your homie? Bro. That's some real nigga shit.
I'm about to do some more after this shit.
My bad.
It's quick though. It's not gonna take as long as it's some quick shit.
That's real love though, bro. Other people don't do that shit.
And that's a lesson that Greg should be thinking about in his head. You know, he should be thinking like, damn, this is really dope. This isn't something that happens to people often, you know. But he's ungrateful, you know. He's just piling shit on the pile. He doesn't give a fuck about the price, bro. He's just piling shit, trying to run up a bag, bro. A bag that he don't fucking have, bro. And he's taking advantage of your Rage, and your Rage just thinks like, hey, it's my homie, he's splurging, whatever, da-da-da. But he doesn't know he has dark intentions this whole time. Right here, you can see Greg is making a little joke like, hey, we eating ramen noodles tonight. Like, he's spending a fucking dollar, and we all know he's not spending nothing.
Ramen noodles tonight?
Ramen noodles.
And boy is acting grateful when in the background he's thinking about how he can finesse your Rage into more cash that he can spend on him. He's acting like a bad bitch right now. You can see his boy Greg acting like he gives a fuck about the price while they're scanning it and shit is going way up in price, more than your Rage actually thinks that he's gonna spend. I guess they said that they're gonna spend 6 bands in total, but that could have been a joke too. You know, your Rage is a very nice, humble guy that'll actually spoil his homies. You know, he gives a fuck about the people that he came up with. Not everybody's built like that. Not everybody has the mindset of a greedy motherfucker like
Hell
Greg.
no.
They said 8,600. They ain't even halfway through scanning shit, talking about they didn't even touch the hangers yet, which is the clothes. And Greg is acting like, oh fuck, like I didn't expect this shit, when he was just grabbing anything that looked expensive, that looked nice, and he wanted to flex with, and it's gonna be on your Rage's tab, and he knows he's gonna cover it, and he's just acting like he gives a fuck, like he gives a fuck about the total price, but he really doesn't. You know, that's a W actor moment. Now your Rage is saying it don't feel real to me either. He's just joking around. He's fucking around. He knows he was gonna spend a bag on his friend, and now Greg is acting like he gives a fuck, gives him a little hug, and like super appreciative. But that's just never enough for people like Greg, bro. Greg is trying to express his love, saying he loved him even before all this shit. Like he's spending a bag.
I love you, bro. I love you, nigga. Even before all this, you already know I love you, but like, yo, what the fuck? Why you want me to be dripped out so bad?
Yeah, he probably had love for him when they were both broke and shit, but he saw your rage with this higher lifestyle and spending these racks and shit on clothes, and it's not a big deal because he's making so much money off streaming and YouTube and shit, that he feels like he could take advantage of him and that he won't even notice, man. He's acting like he gives a fuck, but he really doesn't. Now Greg's eyes twitching like he didn't expect it to be so much fucking money, even though he's picking shit out that's hundreds of dollars. They're saying,
I mean, shit, if a nigga was buying you shit, you wouldn't. I mean, I'd have grabbed the cheap shit, but like, damn, if a nigga was paying for your shit, you wouldn't grab everything. You gotta really think about that. If a nigga was saying, buy whatever you want, nigga, he's rich. If you don't give a nigga a limit, this is like, it's an unwritten rule, and you Negroes need to know this. If you ever tell a nigga, oh, I'm gonna buy you something, why would you ever sit there and not tell the nigga what limit you have? Like, that's like going out to eat with a female and you telling her you about to pay for her food and she get hella food thinking you rich because you acting all bougie. Like, say y'all went to steakhouse or something, y'all going to a place where everything is expensive. What, you think you finna pick out some clothes shit? You think you finna pick out some ugly ass shit? Nigga, Rage took that nigga there so he can get him fitted. That's the whole reason why. So like, why are we sitting here? I mean, it doesn't change the fact that he stole $100,000. But I'm just saying though, like, if a nigga was spending this much money on you, you would do the exact same.
Boy, straight out of love.
Not steal, but like, you would choose a bunch of shit too that you want.
Think about that in their head. That's a lot of money because they know that they got it, so they just spend it, bro. They don't even feel like they have to be conservative about it. It's fucked up. Now he got the receipt in his forehead, trying to make little clips, trying to aura farm. He got all the bags. He got one in his mouth. He's really trying to flex like he spent a fucking dollar when it's his boy YouTrage doing the whole thing. Now Greg is trying to act super humble. Maybe he was humble at the time, you know, and he really did appreciate it in the moment, but then he noticed that Rachel dropped a bag that big on him and he got the credit card information and he can just carry on and just keep dropping bags on himself, and YouTrage won't even fucking notice. And he didn't for a whole fucking year. Man, YouTrage should already thought that something was up when his homeboy Greg tried to show him his fucking whack ass rap video. This shit is ass.
What?
Bro. But he was showing him it. The lyrics said something about doing anything possible for a blue honey bun. He was trying to get money from the beginning, bro. It's like a thought trying to just get a paycheck, bro. Just trying to get
He's calling it a thought
possible out of somebody.
Yeah. All that cat right when the fuck these niggas bust they gun. Fuck. Nigga, I ain't gonna stop until I see a blue honey bun.
What the fuck is this?
Call me for his gun. I hate niggas like Trump.
This shit is
He
ass.
kind of hinted at that shit.
Somebody said the fuck.
Playing around with a 6-shooter, playing around with Greg, saying, "Oh, give me the gun and everything." He's gonna show it off or whatever, put it next to Greg or whatever. And Greg, for some reason, looks jumpy, and he keeps talking like he's scared or whatever that YouTrage is actually gonna shoot him. I think that he thought that YouTrage was actually getting on to him on his little scheme and shit, and he didn't even think about that shit. Like, YouTrage didn't think that it was a weird thing that he was so scared around YouTrage with a gun. Like, I would automatically, if a nigga was scared of me with a gun around after I dropped bags on him, I would automatically think, like, why the fuck is this nigga so scared? Why is he thinking about that shit? He's overthinking about this shit, you know? But YouTrage didn't think nothing of it. All this shit leads up to this video right here that I saw on Twitter earlier, and it's YouTrage talking about his best friend or one of his main homies, Greg, you know, that we've been seeing this whole time, that he's been splurging on. He spent tens of thousands of dollars on, and probably had him even more than what he recorded on stream and everything, has had his back and shit, and try to give him money or whatever. You could see Rage crying, bro. Like, he starts the video talking
Of course you cry. Your friend stole from you. Your own friend.
On his face, man. This shit's fucked up. He has a tear on his face, and Greg is over there in his boxes and a fucking wife beater. I'm guessing Rage beat the fuck out of him because he has bumps on his face and shit. And I don't even blame him, bro.
You can't blame the nigga. I would beat the dog shit out of him too.
He's exposing him and to tell everybody like that he's been stealing $50,000 to $100,000, bro.
$50,000 to $100,000.
Looking sad and shit, like trying to sympathy farm or some shit, because he's like crying and he's agreeing with everything YouTrage is saying, man. And obviously,
I mean, you're on camera.
A good enough guy, at least deep down in your heart, you would know that you're in the fucking wrong. You would know that you're in the fucking wrong, and YouTrage is telling him everything that he did for him, and This nigga's just crying by the pool in his fucking underwear. Look like he got bumps on his face. I'm pretty sure your Rage beat the fuck out of him.
It's Rage,
behind
bro.
the
Have you
scenes.
seen the nigga?
We'll never know that shit, to be fair, but he deserves that shit and more, to be honest, and he knows that. That's why he's still being remorseful, even in the video where your Rage is exposing him and telling everybody that he's a fake person, bro. Your Rage says it's 50 bands to 100,000, bro, and he's just pacing around the pool and shit in a circle, looking like he's sad and shit, crying with bumps all on his face. He deserves a lot more, to be honest with you. Shit, I would have done a lot more if someone fucking took 50 to 100,000 bands after I show him mad love, bro.
Today's the day I found out my best friend of 25 years has been
This nigga walking around like a little ass kid pounding, bro. It's like when he turned around, it's like he walking around like a little ass kid who pound. It's like they done stripped this nigga out his pants. Like this nigga's in his drawers. He got a bump on his face.
50 bands minimum. 100. My dog.
50 bands minimum. That means no lower.
Would he do anything for this nigga, gang?
You said, damn.
Hey, stop moving, my nigga. When you got locked up, who was there for you? You. When you was homeless, who was there for you?
You.
Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang?
You.
So what the fuck?
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, gang.
And did what? Wait, when did I give you the card? For what? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
He said, no, you didn't. I'm wrong. He sat there lied and then switched it.
I'm wrong.
Gang.
You told me.
You stand right there, bro. I don't want you in nothing.
I wouldn't want that nigga around my house either.
You don't what? I don't want to see you again, gang. Ever again in my life. I swear to God. I see you again, and I'm you again. I don't hear nothing.
Go know what that wherever the
Ever.
He's the girl that think her dick.
like it was the go-to to spend wherever the fuck he wants, and your Rage was like, yo, what did I give you the card for? We don't know what that context is. It probably was for some emergency shit, or maybe some context.
It probably was for some other shit. I wonder what he
Greg
bought.
Used it way more than he should have, spending 50 to 100 fucking $1,000. So he's definitely in the wrong for that, and he knows it. So your Rage just
he knows it.
basically threatened him low key. You know, I don't know what he said because the audio was muted, but he was basically saying something along the lines that he'll fuck him up, maybe even kill him. I don't know what he said when the thing was muted, but he said he'll do something.
Okay, so it's cool. Like at some point, okay, he stole, but it's like now it's getting to a point you can't tell a nigga you gonna kill him over money. Money is not that fucking serious to be killing nobody over. Beat his ass, restraining order, jumping, some other shit. Okay, cool. To sit there and look at a nigga and be like, I'll kill you. That's the dumbest shit you could ever say to a nigga in your goddamn life. Because money was never printed for your weak ass. So why are you sitting here telling another nigga that you gonna kill him over 100,000? That's a lot of money, yeah. But why are you killing people over fucking money? That's dumb.
And Greg actually looks really scared in the moment.
I just-
Your
yeah,
Rage
fuck
actually
it.
says that he's letting him off easy by exposing him like this. After all that shit, he kicks him out, as you saw, and I guess Greg is no more. We don't know
Yeah,
what's happening
to never come back.
in the behind the scenes, but people in the Twitter comms are going crazy saying, oh, that's fucked up, your Rage, how are you gonna throw that in his face, everything he did. Like, bro, he sold 50 to 100,000. He wasn't
fuck?
throwing shit in his face when he was spoiling him. He's throwing shit in his face now when he exposes that he stole from him 50 to 100,000 after he spoiled him, bro. That's a completely different deal
That's
than actually
different.
throwing some shit in the face randomly.
Niggas
and
actually
then throwing something in
stole,
your
like
face
for
when
real
you've
stole
been caught
something.
doing some fucked up shit, even though somebody's had your back the whole time. This shit is fucked
And he
up,
got
bro.
you out of jail,
Greg,
and you
you're a
living in his
fucking
house.
asshole. This is messed up situation.
How do you steal from a
man.
nigga that you
I would
gon'
think
live
people
with?
on Twitter actually trying to defend Greg is fucking insane, bro. I'm 100% on Rage's side, man. That's messed up, bro. I've had some day ones, bro. If they ever did some shit like this to me, bro, I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Niggas
bro.
would
Probably more
crash.
than
Like, what the
your
fuck?
Rage
Like,
has
what be
done,
up with
to be
niggas?
completely honest with you. But shit. That's all I got, to be honest with y'all. This is all the clips I can find.
Hey, that's all he got. That's all I got. But no, for real, that's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit though. But shit, if my friend did some shit like that, I'd crash too. But if y'all fucking with this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one.